Trina Winters, Valley Sports. Kevin, you held them to 24 points in 3 of the 4 quarters. But when you're missing your offensive weapons and you go 5 of 24 from 3-point line, that doesn't help matters. What do you chalk this one up to?
I just felt like they were the aggressor tonight. You got to tip your hat to the Bulls. They've been great all season. Obviously, Miami, Chicago back-to-back is not easy. I think you saw it in our energy level tonight, us just trying to find it, manufacture some offense. And, like you said, we didn't shoot the ball particularly well, especially from the 3-point line. But, we kept fighting back every time they put it in the mid to high teens. We took it back to about 10 points, and then they just kept, pushing it back, made plays on both sides of the ball. And, we just couldn't get over the hump there. So it was a tough one for us tonight, but thankfully we go back home and, get to find ourselves a little bit with a nice little homestand.
Yeah. I mean, you just said it, 8 of your next 9 are at home. Most of them are at home as you close out this regular season. What type of mentality do you want this group to have as you get back to the field house?
Just that we have to protect home. And, we've played well at home, and our fans have been amazing. We need them to, show up in order for us to get where we want to be. And, that all starts Monday. So, we're thankful that we'll be at home. We'll be able to, get some rest, get our legs back underneath us, feel comfortable within our space, whether it be our facility or within Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and, just go out there and, find that energy and find our legs again from being around that crowd.
University Athletic, Kevin, through this week, I guess, how have you seen how you guys have handled, missing Jarrett, especially with the bigs, and just the way that you guys have been able to play off one another and kind of build that consistency this week?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're missing JA, it's points, rebounds, efficiency, block shots, holding down the paint. He's so much of our identity that we're continuing to have to find ways to just keep afloat without him. We know that we're capable. I mean, obviously we haven't played up to our standard, but we've continue to keep that mentality that we will find it. We have the confidence knowing that will happen for us. But yeah, 8 of our last 11, we're definitely thankful we're going back home, and we just need to get guys healthy and at the right time. So we're hoping that Doe's okay, Larry will come back, and guys will just have time to sleep in their own beds, get good meals, whatever it may be at home. Just those little gains that you get from having familiarity is huge for us. But to that point, the more bodies that we have out there, we're that type of team where it's a strength in numbers type of a team. We can't expect Darius or expect Evan to go out every single night and get 20 and 20 or 20, 10 and 5, whatever it may be. We all have to step up and help those guys on any given night.
How have you seen Evan, I guess especially tonight, just handle playing at center, on both ends of the floor, like guarding bigger guys, that physicality, but also then offensively, like working his way to the basket and everything?
Yeah, I mean, most things seem natural to him, but I think within that role, he's only going to get better at it too. I mean, he has shot well, he's rebounded well, he's protected the paint. And we're asking a lot of him right now. JB's asking a lot of him. The team's asking a lot of him. We need him to even step up more in Jay's absence and in Lowry's absence tonight. And, you see it, he's playing significant minutes. That's what I mean by, him and DG. Those guys are playing major minutes right now. So anything we can do to, just alleviate some of the pressure on both sides of the ball with them and allow them to play free and get the best out of him, we got to do that. But, yeah, I think he's played great. He's accepted the physicality. He's, on offensive end, taking it 2 guys. And again, only going to get better from here on out.
Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. Hey, Kevin. So you guys have been swimming upstream for like the last 3 months, and it's just injury after injury. What is the mental challenge of being able to overcome that?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because in my mind, I've I don't know how many games throughout our lineup have been missed, but now it's almost like I'm starting to realize that it's happening. I don't know if that's good or bad or what it is, but it's like, damn, we've really it seems like since, forget the COVID stuff, everybody got hit with that, but since Ricky and then shortly thereafter, it's been like, guy after guy going down. And I think there are some good things that come with that, having, guys see minutes and seeing different lineups and having different guys step up. But, we're not a team, again, that can rely on a Steph Curry or rely on a Kevin Durant or anybody like that yet, right? Like guys are really coming into their own in their, first through fourth or fifth year. I mean, our starters are all 25 and younger. So, I think it's allowing us to and different guys to find themselves and find confidence. But again, continuity and momentum and fortune in this league can change so fast. And I think that you've seen that with us. And I still believe we can get to exactly where we want to be in, I don't know what it is, 4 or 5 weeks. But again, our strength of our team is the team. We need everybody out there that we can have. And, again, in whatever time we have left for 16, 15, however many games, like, DG and Evan and those guys, yes, they are young, but we can't have them playing 40 plus every single night. We have to alleviate some of that. And that's not on JB. It's not on our guys. It's just sometimes, that injury bug hits and, we need a little bit of luck on our side. But again, I think the fact that we aren't traveling as much, I think it was 8 of 9 at home, and most of this, the rest of this month being at home, I think that definitely does help. So I guess that's my mindset. Just being home is going to, help us that much more in getting guys right and getting guys healthy.
Kevin, Zach Kram from The Ringer. I'm curious, as a big man who has evolved and expanded your offensive game over the course of your career, what do you see as the next step in Evan's development to become an all-star on both ends of the court?
Time. I mean, he puts in the work. I mentioned all year he's had this quiet confidence about him, and you're around him and you watch him every day, and it's just evident that it's just gonna take him time, a big summer. We hope a taste of the playoffs, therefore a hunger for more. And just honestly continuing to him just to be himself, just be Evan Mobley and go out there and compete every single night. Cause you can tell he loves the game. You can tell he loves to chase it. And, he's he loves being around this team as well. So I think it's a great atmosphere and just, energy around this team that is good for everybody, but definitely for him coming in as a rookie.
Sorry, and to follow up on that, you kind of developed a three-point shot, shooting more and more threes over the course of your career. Do you think that the newest generation of bigs, including Evan, has sort of an advantage because they're already doing that a bunch as rookies?
For sure. Coming in as a guy that was told, not to shoot threes, my first couple years in the league, for him to be pushed into expanding his game to have no limits. And, again, watching him every day, that very well, could be the case if he just continues to work. That I think absolutely he'll be, a type of a player that can step in and hit 4 or 5 threes in a game. And he should certainly, as his game expands and develops and we ask more of him, that his, shot output, I imagine he will be getting that many up a game at some point. So, but again, he's the type of guy that just takes what the defense gives him, and, he'll kind of see how defenders are playing him and take the right shot.
Marla right now, Akron Beacon Journal. Yeah, Kevin, what do you say to Darius when, the opponents are putting so much, attention on him? And, he was able to snap out of it tonight after a rough start, but how do you encourage him?
I mean, what I'd say to him is, welcome to stardom. I mean, that's how it's going to be, and he accepts it. I was actually really proud of him tonight that I think he started like 1 for 11, and he just didn't let it phase him. You know, if it were me at that age, you know, I probably just would have stuck to trying to get offensive rebounds, getting putbacks, get to the free throw line, you know, and kind of slow down a little bit. He just didn't slow down, and he has that supreme confidence about him. And that's what we need from him. I think he understands that we don't function as a complete unit without Darius just being himself. And the same goes with Evan. So I was, you know, really happy for him and proud of him tonight that he was able to, you know, kind of fight through that and just keep putting pressure on the defense because we needed him to do that. We weren't able to get over the hump, but again, I think that was at the same time a good learning experience for him.
Just, I know what you said about strength and numbers, but can you allow yourself to like dream of the day when everybody's back?
I mean, it's, yeah, I dream of that day every day. No, I don't know what to say. Like it's definitely, you know, like a war of attrition. We have fought it. I have fought it the last couple of few years, being out, in and out. Our team in general has done that. You know, seeing new players come in and out, 10 days, different guys having to play minutes, you know, just in and out of lineups. But, you know, we definitely have freedom within our lineup and in how guys play. But again, you know, I think that fortune and momentum that I talked about is, especially when it comes to a team like us, is just having everybody out there on the floor. So yeah, it's something that, you know, is top of mind with me right now. And like when Chris asked the question, it wasn't until, you know, maybe a week or two ago that I even like really started to notice, like, okay, we've had guys that have missed games, been in and out, and we haven't had, you know, and been able to, you know, really, you know, project in the right direction and, you know, really all be out there at the same time together. So hopefully, you know, within this next, you know, few weeks, you know, we get Karras back, you know, Doe's okay again. You know, just, I think Lowry's probably day to day. Obviously, don't quote me on that, but I think he's okay. It'll be, you know, fine getting back home and just getting everybody out there on the floor and feeling good.